Sanibonani, kamango Nosipho. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you guys are so shook to see me on my channel. I've been gone for such a long time and you guys already know what the story is. School has got me on that lockdown, but I figured, you know what, today's a Sunday, and even though I may regret this tomorrow, let me actually take some time out to film some videos for YouTube. And this first video is just gonna be my everyday makeup look, or rather my main makeup look, which is the makeup I'm always wearing. If you see me take pictures or anything like that, it's this makeup look. And the reason why I'm filming this is because I'm gonna film a tag after this, so I figured let me hit two birds with one stone and film two videos instead of one. So if you'd like to see my everyday makeup look, then do keep watching. Also, thank you so much guys for still supporting me even though I'm gone. I mean, I've been gone for over a month, and I hit 7,000 subscribers a little while ago, and I just checked and I think my channel now is on 7.5, so that's pretty ridiculous, and I really appreciate you guys supporting me even though I'm not the most consistent essay YouTuber out there. And also to my new subbies, a very warm welcome to all of you, and I hope you enjoyed here on my channel. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Also, I love you guys already know this, and God ever stay blessing you. Mwah. So to spruce the video up a little bit, I decided to make this a drugstore everyday makeup tutorial, because I do pretty much use the same products, except that my main foundation is usually the ESTEE LAUDER Double Wear Foundation, but I'm going to use drugstore products for this video. So we're going to start with, what do I usually start with? A primer. I don't think I have a drugstore primer. So I will just be using my trusty dusty Estee Lauder, the Mattifier primer, because I actually genuinely don't have a drugstore primer. I'm just realizing that now. And yeah, we're just going to apply that all over the face, and then I'm going to move in with my foundation. And then for foundation, we are going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and I'm in the shade 350, as you guys can see. So I'm just going to apply that all over my face. Wow. I didn't realize it wasn't focused, so I'm just going to apply the foundation all over my face, blend that out, and then we're going to go in with concealer. One thing I will say though is that for like a light coverage sort of foundation that really is good for everyday wear, I do really still like the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, and it's a really good match for my skin tone, so I still really do vibe with this foundation. And even though you can still see some of the marks on my face, I don't go in too heavy with my everyday foundation because I want to have breathable skin and I don't want to look too cakey, so I don't worry too much about perfectly covering everything on my face. And these days my skin isn't as clear and smooth as it usually is, so I may need a bit more coverage, but I'm pretty much fine with this. Then I'm going to go in with my concealer, and I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the shade number 40. And we could focus again. Hello? Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna blend that out with my beauty blender. That I should have made damp, but I'm too lazy to go do that now, so it is quite dry. Then I am gonna drag some of that on my eyelids, because we're just gonna use some contour powder to cover the eyelids, so I would like to mute the color just a little bit. And before anybody decides to come for me in the comments down below, I didn't say this is a no makeup look. This is just like a simple everyday kind of look. So like the basic steps and the products that I use to create my standard makeup look. Not that I'm supposed to look like I have no makeup on. That isn't the point of this video. Before you guys are like, oh, that's too much makeup for like an everyday look. No, it's not a no makeup look. It is a makeup look. Just not as extensive as I would usually go if I was going for a full beat. So to set my face, I'm going to go in with my black OPAL Deluxe finishing powder. This is a yellow base powder. We'll focus. It's a yellow base powder, and I really like this because my skin has yellow undertones, so when I use this to set my face, it brightens up my face, but it also blends in really nicely with my skin, so I really like using it to set my makeup. Then I'm just going to focus some more around my smile lines. So while we still have that powder on the face, I'm going to go in with my NYX palette, and I'm going to use that to contour my face. I've actually never used this palette. I usually use my Inglot to contour my face because I really like the warmth that's in the shades. So I'm just going to test out this Inglot powder. Not the Inglot powder, sorry, the NYX powder. And if I don't like it, I'm just going to go in with my standard Inglot, even though it's not drugstore. I really do like it. So I'm going to try out this shade right here in the NYX palette and see how that turns out. Okay. So I like the color of this contour powder. It's not as warm as I usually go, but it looks nice. And I never really ever go for that really chiseled contour. Even when I'm doing a really beat look, I like having a more flushed, kind of bronzed up look with my contour. So I really do spread the powder out and I don't concentrate it in one specific area and then chisel it wow chisel it out, because I actually don't like that look too much. But the nice thing about this NYX powder is that because it isn't so pigmented, I'm able to build it up very easily, because by now with my Inglot powder, if I'd gone this heavily over my face, I would have been brown, like really dark brown. So it's nice to have a little bit more control to build up the product to give it the effect that you want to go for, instead of being heavy-handed on the first swipe. Then I'm just going to go in and use the same powder in my NYX palette, and I'm going to use that to powder contour my nose. Then to blend everything together on my face, I'm just going to use my Maybelline Fit Me powder, and this is in the shade 350. And I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush, just tap it a little bit, and then blend everything on my face together. And then next, I'm going to use something that I actually rarely ever use, but I see the value of it in like a more everyday natural look. So I got the SWIITCH Beauty Bubble Blush palette in the mail recently, and the packaging is really cute, as you guys can see, and it opens up like a little book. And this is what I've been using as my mirror, as you guys have seen, and that's the cover that's decided to commit suicide. But these are the blushes that we have, and I think they're cream blushes. Yes, they are cream blushes. Yep, they're all cream blushes, and this is what I'm going to be using to blush up my face. And a cream blush would actually work a lot better for a more natural everyday look, because it's going to seep into your skin and it's not just going to sit on top of your skin. And the shade that I'm going to use is this one, Sunset Blur, because I feel, oh, I just zapped you guys. I'm going to use Sunset Blur because I feel like an orangey shade like that is going to go really well with my skin tone. Okay, so what I'm seeing is happening here is that it is giving me that flush of orange. However, it's not showing up on camera, because I can see it on my face, but it really is like a light flush, but I can't see it on the camera. So yeah, I don't know if I should try use a darker shade. Okay, let me try use Pink Dew and see what that looks like, or even Havana, but I think Havana is going to be too dark. Let's try Pink Dew. Okay, I think that's showing up a little bit more. So we're going to go in with Pink Dew and use that to blush up the face. I like the consistency of this blush as well. It blends in really nicely. It's not difficult to blend, and it's not like sitting on my makeup or on the rest of my face, which could have been like a thing because I used powder already. So it could have just sat on top of the powder, but it is blending into my skin, and it's giving me the flush of color that I want. Then what I'm going to do again with the blush, actually, because I really like this palette, is that I'm going to take Flush and I'm going to use that all over my eyelids. So as you guys can see, that's giving us a very nice flush of color over the eyelids. And because I don't want to create a whole full-on eyeshadow look, for this more neutral everyday look, this works very nicely and it blends beautifully, so it works perfect for this purpose. And I think it's actually better than using a contour powder because it's got a very nice orange flush and it's not just flat out brown. Then to finish everything off, I'm just going to go in with my highlighter, and I'm going to be using my Beauty Treat highlighting palette. And I'm going to be picking my standard gold shade, and that's what I'm, not that one, this one, this gold shade, and that's what I'm going to be using to highlight my face. Cupid's bow. And then just right here under my brow bone. Then we're going to take a brush with a point and just take a very light shade of gold and highlight the inner corner, because you can never go anywhere without a beautiful inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to highlight my inner corners. And now that I'm happy with how everything looks, I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Rocket Volume Mascara, and I'm going to apply that all over my lashes. And also, disclaimer, the reason why I use SWIITCH Beauty is because I feel like they have very reasonable prices, so I feel like they are comparable to drugstore prices. So that is why I used their bubble blush palette, even though you can't find it like at Clicks or to Skim, but the pricing is in that range. So for lips, I received a package from Yardley recently, and this is their Intense Matte Lipstick, and I'm just going to show you guys the different lipsticks that they have in this box. So it's pretty much a range of pinks, and yeah, just basically pinks, to be honest, because it's like a range of brighter pinks to like blush pinks, and the shade that I actually want to use is this one over here, because I feel like for the style of look that I have on, this shade would look the nicest. And let's just check out what that's called. This shade is called Temptress, so that's the shade that I'm gonna try. So we're just gonna open it, have a look at what it looks like, and then we're gonna put it on. So this is the shade of the lipstick. So it is like a blushy nude, and I think that's gonna look very nice with my makeup look. So this is what Temptress looks like, which is a very nice nude. I do like it, but I wanted a nude that had a little bit more orange, which is actually what I was expecting looking at this color over here. It looks like it's got a bit more orange, or maybe it's just my eyes. Doesn't matter. So I'm also just going to go in with my Huda Beauty matte lipstick, and also the type of matte that it is a very soft matte, so it's not going to dry down to a 12-hour long lasting style of matte. So yeah, I'm just going to add this Huda Beauty on top, because this is more the orangey color that I wanted to go for. And this is definitely one of those long-lasting, dry kind of mattes. So I'm really happy with this lip combo. I feel like it goes better with the look that I've created, and it's more the bronzy terracotta color that I wanted. So I'm just going to pat that down dry. That's it. And now that that's done, I'm just gonna take my water. This I just put in my Yardley Set and Refresh bottle, and I'm gonna spray that all over my face, just to test out that it's spraying properly. And then when my water's about dry, just to make sure that it sets my makeup even better, I just take my brush, pat that down into the skin to seep that moisture into my makeup. And with that, I would say that we're done. As you guys can see, it's not a makeup look that's too heavy on the skin. It really looks very dewy, very fresh, and this is, for me, what an everyday makeup look would look like. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned some tips and tricks, and I hope this is a look that you guys feel that you can try. If you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Because if you weren't convinced in the beginning, maybe now at the end you'll be like, oh, maybe she's worth subscribing to. You never know, you know. So until my tag, which is literally right after this, I love you guys, and God ever stay blessing you. Mwah. And if you haven't noticed, baby girl got her braces off. Yes, girl. You guys can see I'm really excited. I'm very happy that my braces are off. I had them for 3.5 years, so it feels good to be free. It feels good to be able to slide my tongue over my teeth and not feel wire. I'm very happy. Anyway, bye for real this time. Mwah. Love you guys.